What's going on? I was making this video just to talk about Battlefield 5, and the background's gonna be some nuclear gameplay. I think it was a clean nuke. It was fun. Had a good time. My beginning commentary isn't like live because I was just trying hard with friends. Started off kind of casual, but sometimes you just gotta sweat. So I wanted to talk about this whole Battlefield 5 and women problem, you could say. Battlefield 5 wants women in their game as like lead roles, and I think that's fine. I personally like women in video games. It adds, let's say, a different dynamic. There's always that lady friend or either a great female lead, you know? The way that they're doing it is so, let's say, I guess the best word is ambiguous, you know? You kind of want the game to feel and look a certain way in certain era and time, and they're placed in World War II. Now, I understand women being in video games has been a problem for some in the gaming community. I mean, it's been more in the early 2000s where, oh, hey, why are you a girl playing video games? Or all girls that play video games are fat and ugly, stuff like that. People that talked about women to make them seem like something they weren't, I guess is the best words to use. And the gaming community, in my opinion, has more so encouraged women than it ever has in the past, I want to say, decade, which was a good change. Now, gaming, even movies, things are starting to change where they kind of want more female leads, and I think that's okay. But the problem is when you kind of make a game that people just want to play and enjoy, when you make that game feel so political, it takes away from the game itself. People don't want to deal with it. Me personally, I understand both sides. On one hand, you want females in the game because you feel like your daughter should be able to play in the game, right? And she should be able to see herself as somebody in World War II, and that she, a woman, could do anything a man could do. I respect that. But the difference is when you pick a time frame like World War II, World War One, those time frames, certain people weren't around. I mean, I know that Egyptians, was it Egyptians? I'm not going to act like I remember World War One. But my point is, the point I'm trying to get at least, is that it's okay to depict women in video games. And it's great to have them in first-person shooters. But the difference is with games like Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, and Black Ops 3, it doesn't feel like there has to be a woman in the game just because it has to be a woman, we got to get, or women aren't going to, no, they put women in the game as their own story, they're their own character. You feel like they can be built upon. I don't know what Battlefield 5 campaign is going to be. I don't know if they're going to have one. I believe they are. I don't know what their BR is going to be centered around or how they're going to do it. I figure it's just going to be like full-scale warfare. But my point is that you have now made, basically, it's like a woman running joke thing. There were barely black people on the front lines of World War II. There were a lot, though. I know there were a lot. Calm down. Everybody who's typing a mean-ass comment right now, I get it. I don't have all the information, but I got enough of the looks, My point is that in World War II, there weren't Asian women, not a lot of women either. I don't even know if there really were any. I'll probably put a picture of, something up, and if not, I apologize. But my point is, we don't want a game to feel like a political agenda. Now, your story mode, we like to hear things, how you depict history and stuff like that. But there's an extent of what people want to hear. Some people want to hear women were there, women were always there. That's perfectly fine. But some people want a real story based upon the time, like how they did with World War One. Now, Call of Duty got away with making black Nazis, and I thought that was more offensive than not having a black person in the game. But at the same time, it's that type of immersiveness that you want. You want to feel like you're actually there, and I get that. But to say something along the lines of, if you don't like it, don't buy it, and then wonder why your sales are down 85%, it's not like smart. It's not a good push. Now, people can say, well, that just means he's part of the game, and he doesn't care about anything or what anybody says. Slave. He doesn't care what anybody says because it's for his daughter. And that's an accurate statement. He might not care. He might not give one flying hoot. But your game is going to suffer because of it. All because you want to push an agenda that I think that you could easily have in the game and not make it a big deal. But every trailer starts off with a woman doing something. with women and black people. And I'm a black person myself. I enjoy seeing black people movie. I'm waiting for a black James Bond movie. You know, Idris Elba. But I'm saying that there's a certain limit of how much we put into movies and video games. You know, there was a point in time where Scary Movie 1 or 2, white people were saying the N-word on screen. Because people didn't take things so... everything wasn't so offensive. You know what I mean? So times have changed to a point where you got to realize that you're either the in crowd or you're not. And when you're not part of the in crowd, doesn't mean you have to be. But you can make it easy for both sides. Now, any women who felt like they've been oppressed their whole life, I get what you're saying. I'm black. I've been oppressed. I get it. But at the same time, you don't have to feel so oppressed all the time. That's all. I'm not saying that you're wrong to be upset. I'm just saying that we can work together to make a better community in the gaming world. I mean, let's just say entertainment, you know? So I just want to hear you guys' opinion in the comment section, good or bad. Yell at me if you need to. If I said something that offended you, then I've done part of my job right. But if I said something that made you go, ooh, big facts, then I did my job right too. So you guys have a wonderful day. Be real, stay loyal. I'll let the rest of this commentary play out. It was cool. It was fun. Nukes on deck. Bye.
Smoke checked. EKIA.
Hardpoint locked down. We're winning this fight.
Can confirm. Exiting focus. Reaper KIA.
Friendly UAV inbound. Mission clock running down.
Can confirm.
I'm on a relentless.
Friendly Wraith in your AO. Raptor force inbound. Hardpoint down.
That's a kill.
Stop the time, stop the time. Ken, can you say the time? I'm about to get a nuke. You over here
Friendly
now?
Wraith inbound.
Reaper destroyed. Mechanical down.
No, God, get on my way.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Friendly UAV inbound.
Can confirm.
Got it.
Reaper
Nuclear.
KIA.
You can in. You get out, get out, get out. All right, good shit, boys.
All
Thank you. I
CP
appreciate that.
assets degraded.
Nuclear.
The 54.
Oh, I was
will
recording
never
too.
leave.
I'm clutch. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ken. That's because I was speaking loud. All right, Ken, keep it on templates and show this man really how it's done. Like, I need that, man.